So yeah, so today let's talk about the number one thing that my clients need to find: peace with food, confidence in their body, and develop healthy habits and a lifestyle that helps them reach their goals. And let me just get into it. It is being courageous. That is the number one thing that my clients do. Every single client or person I actually hop on the call with that decides to go through with a coaching package is courageous enough to to admit that there are things that they've done or things that they've tried that just hasn't worked for them, in finding a way of eating that works for them, in finding consistent healthy habits, but also a posture and a mindset towards food that serves them well. They feel like they battle with the fact that they are really stuck around why certain foods are good, why certain foods are bad, or just feel like if their weight changes, something's wrong, or if just like using food for comfort, emotional eating is a very big thing, or they just can't be consistent in the healthy habits that they have. And I think the first step, again, is being courageous to admit and to become aware that you just tried everything you could, and it's time to get some support. And I've seen this to be true in my own life, with my own health journey, is that when I just tried everything I could, I said, when Lord help me out, I shared my story here in the group or on Facebook, and just had to kind of raise a white flag, but also to get help. I joined programs, I reached out to friends and family, and had coaches myself, where just really to help me break through the mindset, the beliefs that change was impossible, that I'll always be stuck, I'll always find my worth in the scale, I'll always struggle with emotional eating. And I just had to choose to believe different, but that took courage. So my clients are willing to be courageous to change their mindset, for one. And guess what? Courage is not the absence of fear. It's taking action through it. If you've thought something your whole life, or, even again, if you're like saying, can this health program, can this new thing work for me? You have fears, you have hesitations, but you're willing to be tried. And this growth mindset, this idea of like, I'm going to keep going until I find what works, that is what helps my clients find breakthrough. That is what helped me find breakthrough in no longer struggling with emotional eating, getting my weight to a place that my body felt good at, really focusing on other healthy habits and non-scale or beyond the scale victories. And that's the same thing that I help clients work through. So yes, it's coming to me, be aware, but it's being willing, even after each session, well, even during a session, to open up and to be honest, be courageous to be honest about certain beliefs or certain things that were said to them that have really shaped their belief about their body or shaped their belief about their weight. I've had many clients just say, like, people that they've loved in their life have said things about their body that have just not been true or helpful, and have created a lot of body shame. And so that body shame is often what drives us to take unsustainable, unhealthy actions to get our body to fit a certain way, versus like asking our body, journeying with our body to find a healthy eating program and certain sustainable habits that nourish it and fit into our lives. And so, yeah, being courageous to be open up in a session, but being courageous enough to try it, even if it doesn't go as well as they thought after a session. And that's why I love having that even support in between, where they can get support. So yeah, it's being courageous to admit that they need support, and admit that they've tried things, and honestly, sometimes it's not their fault why things don't work. A lot of particularly programs are not designed to help you long term, but also being courageous enough to take action and share, and being willing to change. And even if it doesn't turn out as they wanted to, but being willing to troubleshoot, being willing to go on the journey slowly, being willing to get support and know that they're not alone, and to be willing to say, you know what, food is no longer the boss of me, or I'm beautiful the size I am, even though I want to maybe change it. I'm beautiful the way I am right now. To being courageous to say that my worth is not in the scale or size or shape I'm at. It's just not. I'm gonna choose to love my body despite it. So this act of courage is something that you don't have to come to me and like have, quote unquote, because I think even the fact that you're booking a session is courageous. But I think it's just constantly putting on the belief that you can do hard things, and that with support, you can break through. With support, you can reach those goals, and that you are not alone. And so that is why I have been offering this last week a couple free health breakthrough calls. So these health breakthrough calls are things that I offer once or twice a year for free, where you can just hop on the call with me and get coached around one main area that you're struggling with. It could be a mindset thing, it could be a habits thing, whatever it is. If you're struggling with emotional eating, if you're struggling with labeling certain foods as good or bad, being consistent with exercise, meal planning, any of that, I would love to support you on this session. This is for those who have not booked a call with me before, or if you've never been on the phone with me, maybe this is something new to you. I was talking to someone who this is the first time she did something like that, and I was like, that is courageous. Yes, like willing to take that step, talk to someone you don't really fully know and get support. And so maybe that's you. I would love to hop on the phone with you. I only have 2 more spots for this health breakthrough call. And so book a session, and let's, I would love to, booking the session is courageous, but I would love to help you be more courageous and helping you figure out what's that one next thing that you need to do to break through in your health. Okay. So let me know below if you feel like you need a little courageous boost. Like, what's the last courageous thing you've done in your health? That would just be awesome to even talk about. Like for me, it was, I had a baby, and coming back to our home gym here in Cayman. And there's just a lot of things I hadn't done, because even though I've been working out consistently, I just had limited equipment and all that. And being courageous to go on a run, being courageous to do certain movements that I'm like, I don't know how to do this, which I do. I just haven't done them in a while, right? So being courageous to maybe look a little silly, get a little help, but know that like I can do this with support, right? And so for me, it was working out in a group class and doing movements I haven't done in a while. But what is it for you? Have you done something courageous recently in your health? I would love to hear from you. But maybe your action is to book a call with me. Okay, I have a few spots. Go to madewell345.com/strategy. Book that call. Would love to support you. And I've just had so many clients be courageous in their work, and I do have spots open even for my 6-month program, which is a courageous program to do, because you're going to get support for 6 months and really see transformation, because I think it takes 6 months to do that. And so obviously after you book that free call, we could talk about it, but maybe you've had a call with me before and you're like, I actually want to explore that, what that 6-month package would look like. Let me know. We can hop on a call. There's just a different link for that. Okay. Love you guys. Grateful for you. I hope you have enjoyed this summer of me bringing back some popular podcasts. The podcast this week was on 8 ways to overcome emotional eating. Next week, we're going to start with fresh ones for season 7. We're going to talk about meal planning, and I have a special event plan to help you support you in that. But again, biggest thing you can do right now is book a call. And yes, of course, listen to the More Than Your Weight podcast, but book a call, get that support, because let me tell you, you'll find a lot of breakthrough in that little mini session. Okay, grateful for you all. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you soon.